There's something appealing about the idea of cutting up derelict spaceships for salvage, and I didn't even realize it was appealing until I heard there was a game about it and got to play a demo of it. It's called Hardspace Shipbreaker, an upcoming first-person ship salvaging game from developer Blackbird Interactive. In Shipbreaker, you're a cutter, basically a blue-collar worker at a space station in orbit around Earth. To get this job, you've had to go deep into debt for a company called Lynx, a massive ship salvaging corporation. At the start of the game, you already owe Lynx 1 billion credits, and now you need to slowly chip away at that debt by bidding on salvage jobs, hoping to strip these decommissioned ships for valuable parts, cutting out every last bit of worthwhile equipment and material. You've got a few tools at your disposal, like the tether, which you can use to pull yourself through space. Don't pull yourself too quickly or you might hurt or damage your spacesuit. You can also pull free floating objects around with your tether tool, push objects away from you, and link floating objects together to pull them into your salvage barge below the ship. You've also got your cutter, a plasma beam that you can use for slicing and dicing. And those tools, along with your spacesuit and helmet, can be upgraded as you earn more money and Lynx credits through your salvage operations. You can't just float to the side of the ship and start cutting your way in. Ships have tough outer shells, so you need to mostly work from the inside and look for vulnerable areas to cut, almost like you're peeling an onion from the center. It's just not efficient or easy to pull every salvageable item out of the ship's airlock, so you want to create access points, peel off sections of the hull from the inside, to create an efficient path for your salvage. Your upgradable scanner can give you a look at the inner workings of the ship, cuttable joints, hidden areas, and valuable objects, so you can come up with a plan for your salvage. These ships are procedurally generated, so you'll encounter different configurations. As you might expect, floating around in zero-G and slicing up a spaceship can be extremely hazardous. Ships have fuel lines and coolant lines, and if you cut them by accident, there will be explosive consequences. If the ship is still pressurized and filled with oxygen, fires can start and spread. Coolant leaks can freeze valuable materials and cause them to shatter. Sudden decompressions can cause items to fly off into space before you can cash them in. Explosions and chain reactions can leave your hopes of salvage in utter ruins. And of course, you can die. Not to worry, the Lynx Corporation has a copy of your DNA on file, so they'll quickly produce a clone of you so you can continue working. But they'll charge you for that clone, which will eat into your profits, so try not to die. The heart of any ship is the reactor, and once you've cut it free, you'll need to act quickly to salvage it. You can't get too close or you'll take damage, and you can't take too long to deposit it into your barge before the reactor goes critical. Basically, it's like carrying a lit stick of dynamite through a nitroglycerin factory in zero-G. Equipment and parts aren't the only thing you'll find inside a spaceship. Some of these ships have been working in our solar system, but some have come from much, much further out in deep space. While you're cutting and salvaging, you can collect various data drives, decrypt them, and learn more about the ships you're salvaging, as well as fragments of lore about the Hardspace universe. Hardspace Shipbreaker is published by Focus Home Interactive and will be coming to Steam Early Access sometime this summer. There will also be a playable demo at PAX East at the end of February, so be sure to check it out if you can.